According to some Israeli sources, the pressure on the Americans, or the Americans, the White House fear that Israel is going to strike was so severe that the Americans were pushed to a premature negotiation with the Iranians. In other words, if the negotiation that led to the Iranian nuclear deal would have been starting 2 years after, it would find the Iranians in a much worse shape and much more, I would say, open to make concessions.
Dagan was strongly opposed to attacking. It was amid those deep divisions on his very last day running the Mossad that he took the extraordinary and unheard of step, inviting a group of journalists for a conversation that surprised them all.
Dagan steps in shortly after we arrived, leaning on a cane, which he didn't bother to deny the fact that he has a blade at the end of that cane. And we didn't know what's the purpose of that. And then he started to bash Prime Minister Netanyahu in the most, I would say, harsh word possible. And then he started to attack Netanyahu for his plans to strike Iran.
The man who took over the intelligence agency, Tamir Pardo, continued the covert path to try and end Iran's nuclear program. But it all came to an abrupt and surprising end in the winter of 2012.
The Mossad finds out from their sources that the United States is negotiating secretly behind the back of Israel with Iran in Oman, in Muscat, starting a political discourse with the attempts to reach a deal on the Iranian nuclear project. Now, doing that without Israel, while at the same time managing extensive intelligence cooperation, operational cooperation against the Iranians, that was a big thing at that time. And according to some sources, there were people, assumably in the Mossad, that thought that if this is happening, then the Mossad should stop doing anything else in Iran, because you cannot kill scientists, the alleged killing of these scientists, you cannot continue to kill them while your main ally is negotiating with the Iranians. And so that put a stop to the assassination campaign of Iranian nuclear scientists.
And it has been on hold until today.
And it has been stopped until today. There were no more scientists that were killed.